Each week, we're going to dive into some recruiting news with Houston Chronicle reporter Adam Coleman. And tonight, we talk about the receiving corps in the greater Houston area. Adam, welcome to the show as always.
Always happy to be here, man. Thank you for always having me.
All right, let's start off by addressing who, in your opinion, are two or three of the top receivers in Houston. What makes them dynamic and where they might be headed for college?
Yeah, the first name that comes to mind is Cody Jackson from Foster. Just a big-time player. He's committed to Oklahoma. You just kind of think of the total package when you think of Cody. Big plays, speed, just a guy who can catch it at the high point, and he's a big reason why, Foster has high expectations this year. Another receiver that comes to mind is Shadrack Banks from North Shore. It's a little bit of a different story with him. He's coming off a major injury. He missed all of last season, but you just can't forget, what he's capable of. He's going to Texas A&M. He's got a little bit of a bigger body compared to other receivers in his class or in the Houston area, and he definitely uses it, man. He can outrun you too, but he's also hard to bring down, and he's just a big play threat for North Shore over there. And then you got to talk about Dylan Goffney, who was another kid who kind of burst into the scene as Bridgeland has burst into the scene as one of the Houston area's best teams. He's going to SMU. Big time player, man, and just a guy that in an offense that's going to always put up points and put up production and put up yards. I think he's a great fit for SMU. And I really just can't wait to see what he does because he's a guy that's kind of, again, burst onto the scene, and he's kind of thrown his name into the hat of best receivers in the city for sure.
All right, Adam, one of the most interesting prospects is Fort Bend Hightower's Latrell Neville. He doesn't have the most eye-popping stats, yet he garnished a lot of D1 attention before committing to Nebraska. Why was he so highly sought after?
Yeah, you bring up a great point. He doesn't have the big-time stats, and that might be a concern for some. But listen, he's 6'3", 195, maybe 200, and you look at the film, you see it, just the big strides and they use him. He's used in a number of different ways, you know what I'm saying? So you might see him in gets to pick up some rushing yards on a jet sweep or something like that, or you're definitely going to see him, throw the ball up, high point the ball. You're going to see him used in a lot of different ways. He's a guy that, maybe you don't see the numbers in his sophomore, junior years, but you see him on film, see what he can do, you see what he's capable of. So it's no surprise that he's going to Nebraska. On our social media outlets on Tuesday, I'll give you a final decision on what kind of player Latrell Neville will be at Nebraska.